One question people sometimes ask is that the nations that are now economically free have always been rich. In other words, they're rich because they're rich, not because of economic freedom. That's very easy to deal with. Take the example in Asia of Taiwan and South Korea. Both of them came out of horrible conflicts. They have a similarity to Sri Lanka there. Both of them opened themselves up to the world and established free markets and relatively high levels of economic freedom. And unlike nations that were in many ways more blessed with natural resources and didn't come out of conflicts like Malaysia or Indonesia, um, Taiwan and South Korea, despite their difficult history, became two of the most prosperous, most democratic nations on the planet. In fact, if you look across Asia, you see strong examples of the relationship between economic freedom and prosperity. Nations with high levels of economic freedom, like Hong Kong, Taiwan, South Korea, are amongst the richest in the world. Nations with mediocre levels of economic freedom, like Malaysia or Indonesia, are in the middle income trap. They aren't poor, but they aren't rich, and they aren't getting rich. And then nations like Sri Lanka, unfortunately, and India, with low levels of economic freedom, have low levels of prosperity. But you can see the relationship not just in Asia, but take, for example, Sub-Saharan Africa. Botswana was once one of the poorest nations in the world. It was poorer than the average Sub-Saharan African nation. But Botswana, unlike other Sub-Saharan African nations, moved to high levels of economic freedom and is now far, far richer than the average African nation. You can see examples from Latin America as well. Economic freedom generates prosperity because the drive and ingenuity of individuals and families, freed from constraint of government or crony capitalists, are just so much more productive, so much more inventive than the dead hand of government or the greed of crony capitalists. And it's easy to understand the dynamics here. If government controls the economy, or if crony capitalists control the economy, individuals don't have choice. They have to buy whatever's on offer without choice, and the producers don't have any competition. They create monopolies or they close their markets to the world, so they're comfortable. They're earning big profits, and you, the consumer, are paying whatever they demand for lousy, often for lousy quality and lousy products. Now, imagine a world where there's economic freedom. Anybody can enter the marketplace. Anyone can start a business. Existing businesses cannot block competition. So the only way a business can get customers is by producing goods and services that are better than the other producers. And that gives consumers a whole range of choices. And the interesting thing there is when there's economic freedom and consumers have choice, any purchase, any sale has to benefit both parties, because if you have choice, the party that would come up short would reject the deal. So purchases in an economically free society benefit both parties, and the producers have to constantly strive to create better products to keep customers. Very, very different in a non-economically free world where there is no marketplace and you're forced to buy whatever's on sale. There people get ahead by making others worse off, by stopping competition. by limiting choice. So you go from one world where you get ahead by making people better off to another world where you go ahead by making people worse off. And that fundamentally changes the dynamics of the society. Also, where there is choice and where each and every purchase must benefit both parties, it puts pressure on the producers to continually improve in price and quality, and that's what drives increasing productivity, better goods and services, and the wealth and prosperity that economically free societies produce.